Today I'm gonna make a rolled turkey meatloaf with an autumn spiced tomato sauce. We're starting with our sauce, which is delicious on any pasta this time of year. We start with a little bit of celery, lots of garlic and onion, cooking in either a combination of olive oil and butter or all olive oil. Season that with salt and pepper, and then we get into the autumnal spices. We're going to add a little hint of allspice, a pinch of cloves, little freshly grated nutmeg, just a hint of ground ginger, a couple of fresh bay leaves. We're gonna heat it up with a little crushed red chili flake, sun-dried tomato paste, which is really tangy and fabulous in this sauce. Then we're going to add a little white or red wine. And then we're gonna add some stock to give it an all-day slow-cooked taste. Turkey stock in a box or chicken. 1 jar of passata, or about 2 cups of tomato puree, and 1 can of Italian tomatoes. And then we're just gonna cook this to let the tomatoes break down. For our turkey meatloaf, we start with nice, lean 2 pounds of ground turkey breast. So it's 99% fat-free when we start with it. I added about, 1 small onion, or about a third of a cup or so of grated onion, so the onion juice falls into the turkey. To keep it moist, a large egg, some chopped toasted hazelnut, or you could use pine nuts, salt and pepper, of course. I like white pepper as well. It's a different type of heat and a different flavor. A fat squirt of Dijon. I love Dijon mustard with turkey. Delicious flavor. Some breadcrumbs, of course, to help bind. Citrusy thyme and chopped parsley. Little lemon zest and a hint of orange zest. Then I take a small baking sheet and I line it with parchment paper, or you can use plastic wrap if you like. And I just press the meatloaf mixture into the corners of the pan in an even layer. Then I cover the top with a thin layer of prosciutto di Parma. And over here, what I did is I took a large bunch of Swiss chard, stemmed it, and just put it with garlic and olive oil, period, a little squish of lemon. And then I let it cool and I drain off all the excess liquid. Scatter that, leaving yourself a little rim on one edge. Then to that, a little Parmigiano. And to that, a little shredded mozzarella. And just try and press down as you're wrapping and rolling. And the paper will kind of help you move along, and just lift it up as you roll. And it's really as easy as that. No big deal. Then you take a little olive oil, give it a drizzle, and then we're gonna get them in the oven for about 1 hour at 400. So I've got this autumn spiced sauce. It's got a hint of clove, a pinch of allspice, some of those autumn flavors that are so lovely. I bumped up the sauce, being more than I would need, but Jeanette actually suggests that you double it if you're gonna make her ziti too. Then we're gonna take that beautiful rolled, it's like a giant turkey meatball, filled with greens and mozzarella and a little prosciutto.
That spiral's so pretty.
And the spiral is so cute, and I kind of put that in the middle.